What's up, guys? It's your Money Cat. Today we're going to take a look at Amazon. Amazon announced their Q3 earnings last week, and overall the numbers were fantastic. Net sales was up 37% year over year. Net income more than doubled from last year. Same thing with earnings per share. Operating income nearly 100% gain. All their numbers were above estimates. As you can see here, their earnings was $12.37 per share, while the estimate was only at $7.30. If you look at this, their AWS continues to grow at a consistent rate. Their online sales are up 38%. It makes sense that physical store sales are down slightly due to the pandemic. For the fourth quarter, they're estimating their operating income to be between $1 billion and $4.5 billion. This does take into account $4 billion of costs that they're putting aside for costs related to the pandemic. So then, despite all these great numbers, why did the stock tank? Well, first of all, the entire market tanked, not just Amazon. So this wasn't necessarily specifically directed to what Amazon did. And secondly, there's some talks that Amazon's guidance for next quarter was a bit weak, but I have no problem with this. It only makes sense for Amazon and other companies to have conservative outlook because of the pandemic. There are too many unknown factors on top of the election, so it is much better to be conservative on your outlook and then over deliver rather than have a rosy picture and then under deliver. If you underdeliver in this market right now, you get crushed. And Amazon has been blowing out their estimates. So part of it definitely is having a more conservative outlook that they can deliver on. I actually think there are a lot of catalysts for Amazon in the upcoming quarter. First of all, Prime Day will be included in next quarter. Secondly, it's the holiday season and people have no place to go physically to get gifts. So they'll be turning to online stores, and Amazon is the best of the crop. And Jeff Bezos here mentions that they're seeing more customers shopping for holiday gifts already, which is a sign that this holiday season will be extremely big. Furthermore, as coronavirus increases in the winter season, people will be turning more and more to online shopping. And I think there's a good chance that US will be going under some sort of partial lockdown, kind of like what is going on in Europe. After March, Amazon definitely got a huge boost off of this, and I would expect that to continue, especially if we return to having that partial lockdown. So now let's take a look at the chart for Amazon. Here we have 180 days 4-hour time frame chart, and we're going to zoom in here a little bit. Even with the post-earning drop, technically we're still within this horizontal channel that we established starting in July. Yes, we're definitely in a negative trend right now, and yes, there is a potential double top, not making higher high, but if we broaden out our perspective a little bit, we're not really going up, we're not really going down, we're just kind of channeling horizontally within this range. Now, if we break down below this channel around 2950, then yes, it would seem that we are headed downward. But until that happens, I would consider Amazon to be in a holding pattern, not really going up, not really going down. Well, what if the stock breaks below its current horizontal channel? Then I can see the next support level potentially at around 2700, and this is around the level right before it began a big move up of about 20% heading into the current channel that stock is in. So next week, especially depending with what happens with the election results, I can definitely see some sort of bounce off of the bottom trend line of this channel. Or if it does break down, then you know this is going down farther. So keep a close eye on Amazon next week as it can help us determine which direction it will be headed towards. Looking at 1-year daily chart, if it does go down farther, around the 2700 level, that is also where the 180-day moving average will be supporting from below. Now, I want to leave you guys with one final thought. So consider all the good things that could happen in the winter season with Amazon, with holidays coming up, Prime Day being included. As pandemic worsens, I think more customers will turn to Amazon just like people did during the summer days. Right now, we're about 15% off of all-time high. If we do break down below all the way to around 2700 level, that would be 24, nearly 25%. Let's look at what happened back in March. Back in March, it dropped 25%. And we all know what happened after that March drop. I know the circumstances are a little bit different comparing now to March, but consider those numbers, and as we get closer to that line, to that 25%, I think Amazon could be considered a bargain. So next week, this $29.50 level is a key level for Amazon to try to defend. Depending on what it does, we'll have a better idea of where Amazon could possibly go next. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great, successful week.